Okay, good morning, guys. I'm making this video here because I just wanted to give you guys an additional uh, practice problem that we can work on here together just to make sure that we understand how to do the 2I and the 2J notes. So, this video, I'm going to do the second problem on 2I and the second problem on 2J, just to make sure that we see an extra practice problem, and maybe this will sort of help us digest the material a little bit more. Um, so here we're on the second problem on 2I. I'm going to change one of these numbers up too. So triangle STU is dilated by a scale factor of 2/3, about the 0.62, with S negative 12, 10. I'm going to change that 10 to a negative 10. So it's going to be negative 12, negative 10. All right. T, which is at negative 9.5, and U, which is at 0.8. And again, I'm going to use a scale factor of 2 for the coordinate grid. Um, that way it's a little bit easier. So if we're at the point 6.2, there's our center of dilation 6.2 right here. Okay. And so now we're going to have the triangle. It's going to be at negative 12, negative 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. All right. So there's our first point, negative 12, negative 10. And then we have negative 9, 5. So negative 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And then negative 9, 5 is sort of right here. And 0A, which is 2, 4, 6, 8 right here. All right. So this is our triangle here. Like that. Okay, there's our original triangle. Okay. Now, so we have our points. We have negative 12, negative 10, and we have negative 9, 5, and we've got 0, 8. Okay. Now what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to make our pretend points here. Okay, we're going to make our pretend points by pretending that 6.2 is really 0, 0. Okay, so if we pretend that 6.2 is 0, 0, so if we think that this point right here is 0, 0, which it's not, but we're going to pretend it is for right now. Okay, I want to find our point. So if this point here is 0, 0, so this point here that's at 0, 8 is pretend negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, and then 2, 4, 6. Okay, so the pretend point 0, 8 is really, negative 6, 6. Okay, this point, which is negative 9, 5, it's really going to be negative 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, and then up to 3. So that point's really going to be negative 15, 3. Okay. And then our point negative 12, negative 10 down here, and I changed that to make sure that we all had whole numbers. So we're negative 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. So that point is going to pretend going to be negative 18, 12. Okay. Again, these points are pretend because we're pretending that 6.2. We're pretending that 6.2 is at 0, 0. Okay. So now what we can do is we can dilate our pretend points. Okay. We'll dilate all of our pretend points by our scale factor dilation, which is 2/3. Okay. So we dilate those pretend points by 2/3. Okay. So negative 18 times 2/3 is negative 12, and negative 12 times 2/3 is negative 8. Okay. Negative 15 times 2/3 is negative 10, and then 3 times 2/3 is 2. Okay, negative 6 times 2/3 is negative 4, and then 6 times 2/3 is 4. Okay, so we took all these numbers here, and we're dilating our pretend points. So we're multiplying them by 2/3. Okay. Now we're still working with pretend points here. Okay. So we're still pretending that 0, 0 is right here. Okay. So we're pretending that this point here is still 0, 0. Okay. So instead of being at -18, -12, our new point is going to be at, pretend -12, 8. Okay. So I'm going to do this in blue. So -2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then -2, -4, -6, -8. Okay. Then the next point, -10, 2. So -2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then up 2. Okay. And then our last point is going to be -4, 4. So -2, 4, right here. All right. So now what happens is we have dilated this triangle by a scale factor 2/3. All right. So basically, we took this pink triangle right here, okay, and we shrunk the sides, okay. We multiplied the sides by 2/3. So we shrunk this, shrunk the sides by 2/3. Okay. And now again, with the center of dilation being here at 0, 0, look what happens. It goes through 0, 0, goes through my original point, which was -12, 10, and that new point right there. Okay, there's a straight line that goes through the center of dilation through those 2 points, and there's a line that goes from the center of dilation through those 2 points right there. Okay. Um, so we don't need to um, do those black lines right there. I'm just sort of showing you guys what the center of dilation kind of looks like here. Okay. So if I erase these black lines, all right, the black lines just kind of show how the center of dilation sort of works, and it sort of runs through our original points and our new points in a straight line. Okay. Last thing, all we got to do is we're going to convert these pretend points back to real points. So we graph these pretend points right there. Okay, but what are they actually? Well, the -12, -8, which was this point down here, well, what is it really? -2, 4, 6. -2, 4, 6. It's really -6, 6. Or -6, -6, excuse me. This point right here is -2, -4, then up 2, 4. Okay. And then lastly, this point right here is 2, 2, 4, 6. Okay. So, what happens is the 0, the 0, 8 now is dilated down to at 2, 6. Okay. The -9, 5, which was here, is now at -4, 4 there. And the -12, -10, which was here, is now at -6, -6. Okay. Hopefully that gives you a nice clear picture on how to sort of do that there. And again, if you're confused, again, we changed that -12, 10 to -12, -10 just to make the numbers all whole right there. So again, here's our original points that I did in pink. Okay, the green is just when we rewrote the points, pretending that that center of dilation 6, 2 was the origin. Okay, so pretending this was 0, 0. These 3 points became -18, -12, -15, 3, and -6, 6. Okay, and so remember these pretend points. Those pretend points we times it by 2, 3 to get the new pretend points. Okay, so what we did is we plotted the new pretend points: -12, -8, which was here, and -10, 2, which was here, and -4, 4, which is here, from 0, 0. Okay, we're still in pretendville here. Okay, then once we plotted those points, now we go back to our real origin, which is here, and said, okay, well, this point is at -6, -6, and this point's at -4, 4, and that point's at 2, 6. Okay, so those are sort of our final answers right there. Okay, so that's the second problem on 2i. Again, just wanted to make sure that um, we're okay because especially with ninth period, I'm not going to be in class today. So, um, That's sort of there to give you a hand if you need to. All right, so if we go to 2J, all right, so with the rotations, I'm going to do this second problem here on 2J. So rotate triangle ABC here. So A is at negative 5, 6, and I'll just do this with, we're at negative 5, 6, and we're at negative 10, 1, or negative 1, 8. No, I don't really like that point either. Let's make that negative 1, 4 instead. All right, we're going to rotate it around the point 2, 3. Okay, so again, we have our three original points on the triangle. We have negative 5, 6. We have negative 10, 1. And I changed the last one to negative 1, 4. Okay. Again, now we have to go to pretend world. Okay. And by pretending that our center of dilation 2, 3 is really 0, 0. Okay. By pretending our center of dilation is really 0, 0. Okay. What's going to happen is, that point negative 5, negative 6. Well, let's find out where it is with that 0, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3. So that point's really negative 7, 3, or in pretend world it is. Okay. The negative 10, 1 now is negative 12, negative 2. Okay, because from here we go to the left by 12 and down by 2. And this point, which is at negative 1, 4, is now really negative 3, 1. Okay, so these are my three pretend points. Okay, these are my three pretend points: negative 7, 3, negative 12, negative 2, and then negative 3, 1. Okay, so now if we were to rotate these 90 degrees, I'm going to do this in purple. Okay, remember 90 degrees, we flip the x and y, change the sign of the x. Okay, so now we're going to be, negative 3, negative 7, and then we're going to be at 2, negative 12. All right, and then we're going to be at negative 1, negative 3 from here. Okay, from here, these are going to be our new coordinates right there. Okay, not our actual coordinates, but our pretend coordinates. Because when we rotate 90 degrees, we flip the x and the y. Okay, change the sign of the new x. Okay, so when we rotate this thing 90 degrees, so we're at negative 3, negative 7. Okay, and then we're at 2, negative 12. So 2, negative 12. And then we're at negative 1, negative 3. So negative 1, negative 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go back a step here. So this was our original point A. This is our point B. This is our point C. Okay, so now we rotate this triangle 90 degrees about this right here. Okay, our new point A is here. Our new point B is here. Our new point C is here. All right, so this triangle has just rotated 90 degrees. to this triangle right here. Okay. Next, I'm going to erase these purple things right here because these were, again, pretend points, pretending that this is the origin right here. Now that we graph them, we don't need these pretend points anymore. All right, so now let's go red. Let's say we want to rotate the thing 180 degrees, right? We rotate 180 degrees, we rotate our pretend points 180 degrees. All we're doing is changing the signs, okay? So, we're going to be at 7, -3, and 12, 2, and then 3, -1, okay? Again, still pretending that this is the origin right here. Still pretending this is the origin. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, -3, which will be right here. Okay, that's our A double prime. Really, I should have made that A prime, C prime, B prime. Okay, our next point's 12, 2, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then up 2 is going to be somewhere over here. Okay, then our last point is going to be 3, -1 from here. So 1, 2, 3, down 1. There's our C prime. And we kind of went off the grid a little bit. All right, but now here's this triangle. Okay, the pink triangle ABC rotated 180 degrees. Okay, around this point for A double prime, C double, B double prime, C double prime. Okay, we'll leave that drawing up there. That's our 180 degree rotation. Now for our 270 degree rotation, and again, once I have these points plotted up, I can kind of erase these if I need to. I don't really need those, but I'm going to leave them up there just for a minute. Okay, so now if we rotate it 270, again, we're still working with pretend points here. Okay, because again, we don't have the origin at 0, 0. The center of rotation is there, so we're not totally out of the woods yet. We don't have our real points in yet. So we're rotating 270. Okay, so rotating 270 now. So our A triple prime, we take these, flip them, and change the value of the new Y. So that becomes 3, 7. B triple prime, okay, rotate, becomes -2, +12. And C triple prime becomes 1, +3. Again, from our pretend origin, okay? So first point A is going to be at 3, 7. From here, okay, next point is going to be -2, 12. So -2 and then up 7 + 5. Okay. And lastly, our C triple prime, 1, 3. So 1, 1, 2, 3. So here is our triangle rotated 270 degrees from here. Okay. All right. So now to find our actual points, okay, to find our actual points, we'll just go back to our original origin and figure it out. So A prime is going to be -1, -4. B prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4, -9. and our point C prime is going to be 1, 0. Okay. Now when we rotate it 180 degrees, our A prime here is going to be 9, 0. Again, going to the real points now. B double prime, let's see, from over here it was 12 over, so it's going to be, 14, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 12 because it was 12 over from here. And C double prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Right there, again, we're looking at real points with our real origin now. Lastly, on our triangle that was rotated 270, our point A is going to be, 5, 10. Point B, so we're -2. So point B, the x value is going to be 1, and we go up by 12 from here. So 1. So this is at 6. So up by 12 should be 18. That point here is going to be 118. We're off the grid. And C is going to be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6. Okay. Again, I changed our original point C from -1, 8 to -1, 4. That way we had sort of a cleaner looking triangle here. And so that's that. And so 3, 2. All right, I think I may have messed up. Our point A, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Our point A should have been 1 point over. I apologize for that. But there you have it. There's our rotation 270 degrees. And let me know if you have any further questions, and hopefully this video kind of helped you a little bit. Take care.